Hello, and welcome to Openly Gamer Theater's Tower of the Ape, a Savage Worlds Deluxe roleplay drama from the producers of Gamer's Table. Be warned, this production may contain some explicit material that may not be suitable for all audiences.
This is Mike, and I'm playing Renyard Durand.
Hi, this is Mark, and I'm playing Velakius.
This is Dan. I'm going to be playing Matadai.
This is Shannon, and I'm playing Lovaisa.
Hi, this is Dave, and I'm playing Ronyos.
Hello, my name is Jason. I'm playing Odored Soractus.
And I'm Sean. I'm playing Mofir.
Sheets of rain rolled down the sheer face of Mount Drabi, causing precarious footing at the mouth of the cave. Luckily, the man crouching before the narrow aperture was as sure-footed as a mountain goat. His normally molded top knot splayed across his neck like thin brown fingers. Heels on his haunches, Odorid surveyed his surroundings with squinted eyes. For 3 weeks, he toiled among the mountains of Zamora's eastern border, looking for this very cave. Now that he was finally here, trepidation of the savage in the face of the supernatural stayed him. In his quest into the fringes of civilized men, espousing the savage has served him well. Though he was not born into barbarism, Odorid adopted the customs and mannerisms of those dwelling beyond the western border of Aquilonia. His journey had taken him through Gunderland, the land of his father, as well as Nemedia and Brithunia, until he reached this ancient, wicked land. Raised among a superstitious culture, the tales of a wild-eyed mystic dwelling deep in Zamora's northern mountains drew Odorid's interest. Having lost the trail of his target, he was desperate to regain his hunt and decided to turn to this mysterious seer for answers. The scuffle of feet on the stone floor of the cave drew him from his reverie. The slight form of a child stood just within the opening. Covered in a filthy tunic of rough wool, the youth was androgynous of build and feature. Its eyes dilated in obvious fear of the crouching man as it stood quivering, as if expecting the wolf at the door to pounce at any second. With a wavering voice, the child spoke, barely audible above the torrent.
You may enter, stranger. My father has been expecting you.
Without waiting for a response, the child turned and moved gracefully into the dark of the cave. 3 weeks, you've been going through these mountains trying to find this particular cave where this supposed mystic who can tell the future, read fortunes, and all this other stuff lives somewhere in here.
And instead of him, I find Sean.
You finally get to this place. You're kneeling there. You're like, this has to be the place. All the markers are correct. And this strange androgynous child steps into the light, the entrance of this cave, and says, my father has been expecting you, and beckons you to follow him, turns and walks in.
I'll follow. Axe at the ready.
Okay. The crevice opens to a larger cave with, you can see it's lit by a centralized fire. Darkness of alcoves or maybe even other caves off of this main chamber. The large fire you see is the smoke is rising into a vaulted ceiling. You see it just kind of dissipates amongst the stalactites, but doesn't start to settle onto the ground. So there must be some sort of natural venting or something like that that you can't see. Yeah.
Flows through.
So as you walk in, drenched, the child moves down towards the fire, beckoning you to an open skin of some sort, fur on the ground.
A drinking skin? A wine?
No, like a bearskin rug.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
So the child's indicating this rug that you can lay down on. On the other side of the fire lounges a man in rough wool robes, matted hair, stringy beard. He's laying on the same type of bearskin or whatever rug, seemingly asleep. His eyes are closed, but you see that his face frequently kind of squirms as if in delight, as if he is in the grip of some delightful dream.
I'll crouch.
Okay.
Won't lay down.
All right. The fire's, it looks like it's been burning for a while and it's been well tended, surrounded by stone so it doesn't spread. The ground itself is stone and it looks like it's been well kept. It's not real dirty or grungy or anything like that. You can smell the lingering odor of cooking meat that had just been finished cooking or is in the process of cooking, maybe in another chamber. The child enters from a side entrance with a stone bowl and grinding stone in its hands and is mashing something.
Like grains or?
No, some sort of paste, making some sort of a paste. When it gets close to you, she reaches into a pouch and pulls, it looks like the flat blade of a dehydrated speckled mushroom. She scoops the paste onto it and gives it to you.
I know what that is.
You sit and watch the fire. The man laying there twitches, or he may giggle occasionally, maybe caressing his chest or his beard. Until blackness overcomes you. And this is the blackness of pure cosmic oblivion.
Welcome to the spirit world.
So you feel weightless, dark. You can't even see your own limbs. It's so dark. Nothing beneath you. You're floating.
I think at this point you should play either some Doors or Jefferson Airplane.
Until you see a single twinkling star far off. And the star starts to grow brighter as it gets closer and closer and closer to you. Now you're standing on a large green sward, hills in the background, and you see this bright light descending from the heavens and striking the hill like a flaming sword, clefting it in two.
Damn.
I will go to the
point of impact. Your feet start to move, and then the vision changes, and now you're standing on the green, but you see that darkness is pouring from the blackened hills. You see a spike of jet rising to the heavens from these hills. And the blackness is spreading towards you.
Try and run from the blackness.
You turn and start to run.
Run.
Standing naked before the blackened earth is a beautiful brown-skinned woman.
Is it my wife?
No, it's not. She extends her hands in a halting gesture. Her face a blank mask of inhuman calm. The darkness deepens before her, and her arms waver with strain. And as you watch, her brown arms begin to grow dusky. Cracks form in her skin, and her face contorts with agony before inky blackness crawls up her arm and consumes her.
Bad trip.
You open your eyes and you're now sitting, lounging on this fur. You have no idea how long you've been here. But now, next to the grubby man across the fire is the same dark-skinned woman, her placid face showing a timeless serenity. Her exotic features are intensely beautiful, though alien to human eyes. She runs her hand through the matted hair of the man sitting at her feet. Look, Mofia, my love. He awakens.
My wife. That guy might be uglier than me. How'd he do that?
Actually, I'm not. I have a charisma of 2.
Is that good?
No, wait a minute.
Base charisma is 0.
Oh, I have 1.
Oh, my charisma's -2.
Mine's a 1.
Essentially, Sean, what I'm saying is the rock that you talk to, when you're talking to it, you think it's the hand of your lover. This dark-skinned woman.
Nice.
The spirit of the earth.
So I see what he imagines he sees too?
You're seeing it right now. You assume you're still in this like drug-induced dream.
Okay.
You're like, it's a dream within a dream kind of thing. You wake up and you're like, oh, I'm still dreaming.
So she's like Gaia?
Yeah, I mean, for lack of a better term, yes.
Okay.
She smiles at you and she says, "You are welcome, Odored Soractus." As she's holding the hand of Mofir.
So now I know his name?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she indicates him, saying, "Look, Mofir," and she points to you. He's awake.
Are you the one that I seek?
I don't know who you seek. I don't read your mind.
Great. All right, I'm leaving.
She smiles and she says, "My love, his destiny is tied to yours.
Oh.
He is the one I spoke of, the one who will help you drive back the darkness."
Then you seek me.
Good. I have a one thing I want to do in life while I still have time.
And that is...
Kill a man. A particular man. And any others that get in my way until I find him.
All right, then.
Can you help me do this? Can you help me find this man? I've lost his trail.
I can probably assist with that.
Where do we begin?
With one foot in front of the other.
She says, "Your travels will take you far in finding that which you seek. And in doing so, the payment for my help is that you will assist Mofir with his task.
I can do this.
I will guarantee that you will find the man that you seek. And in doing so, you will also complete the task that is set before you, and the task that you have set before yourself. Unlike many of my contemporaries, I do not require blood to seal this pact."
Okay. Now my eyes kind of widen with that statement. I realize now that she's not... Well, I mean, I guess I assumed before that she wasn't human.
Right. Being a Pict, you've been around Pict medicine men before.
Right.
So you know a spirit quest when you see one. This is instant. As soon as you saw the visions of her holding back this darkness with her hands, the darkness consuming her, and then you wake up and you find her standing there next to the man who you saw dreaming before, you instantly can associate the spirit world with what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, but I think now with that statement, unless... I mean, I guess I would assume that Odored would believe what she says, but with that statement, it makes him realize that she's essentially a god.
That's what she's claiming.
Right. Well, I don't have any reason to doubt her.
Right. She says, "Throughout your journey, I will speak to my love, and through him, I will speak to you.
We talk often.
Okay,
For he is my link to your world. You must protect him.
I will. No harm will come to him.
The first part of your journey is about to begin, and it lies in the city south of here. It is where fate will link you with a man of the desert. You will go where this man goes, for in his fate is tied yours as well."
A man of the desert.
Yes. Dark forces are preparing to spread their influence across these lands. You are to be my champions. Thank you for listening. We hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Tower of the Ape. Please check for further episodes on our website, gamerstable.com. Any use of this production for commercial purposes is prohibited. Written credit for music and other properties used in this production can be found on this episode's dedicated webpage. Conan is the property of Conan Properties International, who have graciously allowed us to make this production. Savage Worlds Deluxe is the property of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Openly Gamer Theater and Gamers Table are trademark properties of Side Tangent Productions.